This is a battleground, truly. If now you need to don a helmet, where were you yesterday yourself? Even as we're looking forward to be winding
personally,
up.
I was also winding up. We have a by-election in Nairobi of one MCA who died in the middle of his term. He's known as Munuve. Munuve was representing a ward in my constituency, which is Kacheliba North. And we also in the same end of campaign to do yesterday, as Gachagua was in Narok. But in Nairobi, we had no such accuse. Our campaign here were quite conducive.
Okay.
The environment was quite okay. Because we closed the campaigns at 6 and there were no issues. But what I would like to say here is one. Any contester for any single political vision party or a level cluster, whether an MCA, whether a member of parliament, whether a president, we should all enjoy the fruits of our constitution. The constitution is not there in vain. The constitution is there to give guidance, and it should be respected by everybody. I don't think that there's anybody who is above the law. And if you are above the law, you can't be above the constitution. Even the police brutality are well under the constitution. Nobody should step on a jungle law to introduce brutality because of political gains of a party, of a particular group or party. It is wrong, and it is totally wrong for any incumbent government to be using what we call police and police brutality for political gain. This is wrong, and our country does not envisage this. We are far beyond Tanzania and our neighboring Uganda. When they are in chaos, we cannot take our country back to those old days. And I don't think we are no longer in one party. And that's why there was a struggle for multipartyism. And those fruits of multipartyism and democratic space should not go to vain at all. And therefore, it is wrong, and I castigate it completely and say, police, you should do your work. And police's duty is to keep peace, not to be seen in any favor of a particular party, or whether sitting government or opposition. All of us, we are Kenyans, and we are under one roof of the Constitution. We should be respected, and the Constitution should be respected if we want this country to be in peace. But when we invoke some roots, let me tell you, you are the people who are want to take this country to Haina. It is wrong, and that direction is wrong. Gachagua should be given his freedom. He should exercise his freedom. If you guys wanted to kill Gachagua politically, you are done and doomed. Look for other route.
You think someone is aiming at Gachagua's life? Maybe he has bugbears and fears himself. He wants to don the helmet.
What is this special with Gachagua? Caroso can do any meeting anywhere, including Uhuru Park. We are guarded by police. What is wrong with Gachagua? Is he not a Kenyan? It is wrong. And we must behave as a country.
Okay, let's hear from Mheshimiwa as well as we're winding up. I'm a bit squeamish when I see, the fatigue of the security on the ground, boots on the ground, especially when we're doing the campaign trails as well. Everyone has bugbears and fears. I mean, that one also engenders sort of that spirit of insecurity that you're not really secure at the end of the day.
I think election sanctity is important. Is an imperative and is a pointer to develop countries.
Yes.
If we still have elections malpractices, it basically means that we are still growing. Despite the fact that during an election period, anywhere in the world, there are tensions across the parties.
Yes.
That is expected. But then how to manage those tensions is what is important. I think as a country, we've tried. We've really tried, despite this. I know we are growing, and the reason why my friend here, the Governor Bazoo, to be for Nairobi, is saying that we're actually better than Uganda, we're better than Tanzania. We are actually better by all standards. What basically I want to say is that Parliament has looked into this, and the reason why we actually, on the 28th of November last year, we've got the Amendment Act. We actually solved some gaps that were in the previous elections, malpractices. And so we actually came up with an amendment, which was done last year, trying to pin down those culprits that are actually going to destroy the elections of this country. And I think in terms of the political parties and the political actors, that is pinned down. Probably what we need to do is the impartiality of the state actors, the police and the likes. But again, let us not challenge the state actors, because sometimes we actually go and challenge the state actors. Gachagua said very clearly that Kalonzo can actually hold a meeting in Uhuru Park and anywhere and nobody disturbs him. It is because I think Kalonzo give notice. Because for you to be able to do any political meeting, you have to give notice. And the reason why IBC always asks for a calendar. But probably Gachagua just decides to go to Narok, does not inform anybody. He's a high valued figure that needs protection, and then he just sneaks in. If you sneaks in that way, including myself, including you, if you do that, then you are allowing chaos to erupt. I think as Kenyans, let us not politicize every process, including processes that we're supposed to do individually to protect the sanctity of the elections. So I think the reason why, and I don't think Gachagua was targeted, it was just a rally that was not announced. And so the police had to do their work, because naturally, you're supposed to inform the police, and then you are given state protection, like Kalonzo will be given, like anybody else will be given.
All right.
But I would say, just all right that, in fact,